We have a bunch of Nintendo Switch 2 news to talk about, including a lot of different Nintendo Directs, the 40th anniversary of Mario, and also Kirby Air Riders, and so much more. Let's get straight into it. So starting things off with Kirby Air Riders. Now, Mishihiro Sakurai has actually put out a statement on Twitter saying Sora Co. Ltd. is celebrating the 20th anniversary. It's been a long time. Thank you for the continued support. And he also states that the new game Kirby Air Riders hasn't shown any gameplay footage yet, but I think we'll be able to share some information soon. Please wait. So does this mean that they're going to do a Nintendo Direct for Kirby Air Riders? I think so. Now, in terms of when this is going to happen, it's most likely going to be happening in September because we got a lot of different things, including Gamescom in August. We got potential Nintendo Direct in August. But overall, if they want to push this out, they could maybe push this out until September. But it would be pretty cool to see in August. We can see how the game is doing. What could we see potentially for this game? And is this game truly going to release in September, or is it going to be our sort of November game? Because by the looks of it, we got also Metroid Prime 4 to talk about because, hey, the game's not getting delayed and it's back on track to becoming the greatest game of all time, am I right? Anyways. So the next thing that we have to talk about right here is sticking with the Kirby subject. Kirby and the Forgotten Land Star-Crossed World is roughly 2 weeks away, and that right there is fantastic. And this game looks really good with so many different mouthful modes, with so many different ways that you can play, and also unique levels. But how are you actually going to experience this game? Are you going to decide to 100% the game now, or if you already did 100%, are you just going to leave it alone? Or are you going to, play from scratch? Like, just go hop in on the day that the game releases, play all the way up till you 100% it once again. There's so many different ways to play, and honestly, hey, have fun. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so the next thing that we got to talk about here is the 40th anniversary of Mario. Now, of course, this is a big topic right now, but it's true. It's part of our Nintendo Direct catalog. So right now, we got a lot of different Nintendo Directs. So overall, the 40th anniversary of Mario is looking pretty great, and it's looking really excited, and it's less than a month away. And when can we be seeing some sort of Direct? Now usually, Nintendo will do some sort of Direct or something special, maybe an announcement or maybe a shadow drop for some reason. But I think that most likely it's going to be a Direct. We're probably going to be seeing this either the first week of September or the second week of September. That's the only two dates that make the most sense. We'll most likely be seeing Mario Galaxy, or maybe that could just be a whole bunch of baloney. I hope it's not, because I think that that game truly is a wonderful masterpiece. But overall, I think that we'll be seeing a bunch of different things, and maybe there's a possibility that we can see Mario 35, or in this case, Mario 40 return. Because honestly, I thought that that right there was such a fun game mode. It allowed so many different players to play the original Mario game together, but in a style of battle royale, style of competition game. Overall, it is really, really fun. We're definitely going to be seeing a bunch of new things as well. So just like we can take hints from the 35th anniversary of Mario, we got a bunch of games there. We're probably going to be seeing at least 4 to 5 games going to the 40th anniversary of Mario, because it's a big year, and we're not seeing 5. It's another decade, another 0 adding to this number. Overall, that's pretty awesome. Now, another Nintendo Direct that we got to share is the main general Nintendo Direct. Now, this is supposed to be happening either the first or second week of September, depending on when the Mario Direct is, because Nintendo will probably, if they do it on the first week of September, they will probably announce, hey, okay, so we're going to be seeing some sort of Direct this time. Or we can see the general Direct at the end of August. Then they'll announce, okay, we're going to be seeing the Mario 40th Anniversary Direct on this week. So that would be pretty cool, because honestly, hey, then you got all these different Directs to look at, because already we got a bunch of different Directs. Now we had the Switch 2 Direct, we don't really count that, but we had an indie presentation and also a partner showcase, which means that now it's time to see some big games. We got all of the other mushy stuff out of the way, and now big games are rolling in, so you can make your prediction on what we'll be seeing for the general Direct. I think August, the last week, probably make the most sense. First week of September also would make some sense, because then they'd be like, all right, we're announcing the 40th anniversary, and we're announcing all the games releasing: Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and also, what other games do we have missing here? But overall, I think that it's going to be great. And now, another thing that we can't forget right now is, usually if it's a big first-party game, Nintendo will show a full-blown Nintendo Direct for this. Now, that's another Direct that we can add to the pile, because, hey, maybe Nintendo will announce something about Metroid Prime 4. Now, we already do have a lot of gameplay for the game, but usually, looking at Nintendo's track record right now, they like to have an actual Direct for the game, showing 15 minutes of pure gameplay for this game, showing off the mechanics, showing off the different features, showing off like what's going on with the game. I think Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be that. Or is it Kirby Air Riders? Because right now, we don't know the release dates. Come on, Nintendo, start pouring in some release dates. We need to know what's going on for September. We need to know what our October game is. We need to know all our games. So, like, just start, pouring them in. We need to see it. We'll probably see 15 minutes, either Kirby Air Riders or Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be our September game. Now, overall, I think that this is pretty interesting, and also, so the next Super Smash Bros. Game could be sooner than we think, now that Kirby Air Riders is still set to release in 2025. So maybe could we be seeing a new Super Smash Bros. Game in 2026 or early 2027? Super Smash Bros. Is long overdue for some sort of new Super Smash Bros. Game, but that might lead you to the question, what's gonna add? What are they gonna add to this game? They really have every single character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Hey, I'm sure that they can add something. They could definitely add something. Maybe new courses. That's probably one highlight from a Super Smash Bros. Game. Maybe something. But overall, if this doesn't happen soon, chances are we're probably going to be seeing Super Smash Bros. On the GameCube. So I think that this right here would be pretty fantastic to see. Melee return on the GameCube. Then you can have fun playing that. Speaking of the GameCube, there's a possibility that we could be seeing Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube. That right there would be really cool, because then it gives players the chance to play Kirby Air Ride before they're like, should I get Kirby Air Riders? Now I know it's 20-year difference apart, but this means it's still kind of things that they click together, and you're like, okay, so I want to play this game, I'll try it out, and there you go. It's kind of mind-boggling that they didn't put any of the other GameCube games on the Nintendo GameCube application. Like, honestly, what if they put the original 1000-Year Door? Now, of course, the remix is really fantastic, but hey, maybe you could see the original 1000-Year Door at some point soon. Overall, the GameCube is pretty great. There's a lot of different games. There's a lot of different things coming out to this system. And honestly, the Nintendo Switch 2 it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. There's so many Nintendo Directs to look forward to just sit down with your cup of joe, looking at the screen, you'll be like, wow, these are some great games, instead of what the past two Directs were. Alright, so what are we gonna be seeing here today? Okay, that's a pretty interesting, okay, wait, never mind. Anyway, so what do you think about this? Do you think that this is some pretty interesting information about the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Direct, Kirby Air Riders, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Star-Crossed World, and also the Nintendo GameCube? Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. Hope that you consider to hit the like button. Maybe subscribing if you're new. That's completely up to you. I would really appreciate it. Make my day even better, and I hope your day's even better as well. That being said, see you in the next one.